I'm going to convince you today to use the ingredient prep method to cook some extra quinoa through the week so you can make it into something brand new, like this quinoa breakfast bowl. Hey there, I'm Sam from Bites of Wellness. Come cook with me. We're going to use cooked, cooled quinoa. Great reason to make a large batch early in the week so that you can use this all week long in different ways. And that's kind of the base, like you would use oatmeal where you're using quinoa here. Next up, I'm going to add some applesauce. You could also use some mashed banana in this. That would be really good. Change up the flavor a little bit. I'm adding some chia seeds. These will help thicken and also help make it a little bit more filling because they are a great source of fiber. I've got dairy-free milk. I'm using cashew milk today. You can kind of use whatever you have on hand. I am gonna take 1 second and just stir this up a little bit because those chia seeds will kind of clump together if you don't stir them. They also absorb a ton of liquid, so you'll notice as this goes on, this will just get thicker and thicker from those chia seeds. Super great reason to use them. I've got chocolate protein powder today. I'm using a vegan protein powder which absorbs some of the liquid. So if you are using like whey protein or anything like that, you may want to use less liquid or you will not get that same thick consistency. And also some cacao or cocoa powder. This is just gonna make this super rich and really, really yummy. Now we just stir it up. What's great about this recipe is that you can do all of this the night before and just put it in the fridge. It's really yummy, cold. It's actually super refreshing. And then the next morning, the chia seeds will have done their thing, thickened everything up. Then you can add the nut butter and your toppings and you're ready to go. If you don't love chia seeds because they kind of get stuck in your teeth and you're like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna eat this and then I'm gonna be picking chia seeds out of my teeth, I highly recommend grabbing a bag of Chia Protein. Sometimes it's called ground chia seeds. It's literally just ground chia seeds. You can find these, I get them on Vitacost, I'm sure they have them on other places, or you could even just put chia seeds in the blender and blend it up until they become a fine powder. 100% recommend, best ingredient swap ever. So now that this is nice and thick, I'm gonna add nut butter. The recipe says like a teaspoon, tablespoon, whatever. Measure with your heart, people, come on. Just gonna add a little bit of creaminess to this and really help make it super satisfying with that extra added fat. Then we have to make it pretty because pretty food tastes better. So whatever it makes you happy. I like a little pattern in my life. Cacao nibs, if you haven't tried them before, they are not sweet, but they have a really intense like chocolate bitter flavor. They're unsweetened, so little goes a long way. And then I'm gonna just drizzle this with a little tahini to make it pretty. So you could really take this any way you want. You could use vanilla protein, again, use banana instead of applesauce. You could add any toppings you want. I'm thinking bananas with some chopped pecans and chocolate chips. What a delicious breakfast. Change it up any way you like. There are tons of options on the website, so make sure you go check out all the different combinations I recommend. Happy breakfast. You can hear those cacao nibs I'm crunching on. It's so good. If you like oatmeal, any kind of like overnight oats, anything like that, very similar in texture. You cannot taste the quinoa at all. The protein powder really sweetens it, gives it lots of flavor. Perfect, great for meal prep, great for just busy mornings. You can make this the night in advance. If you're trying to change things up, I highly recommend you give this quinoa breakfast bowl a shot. If you love healthy recipes just like this, make sure to follow me here. I'm going to be sharing lots and lots of tips on how to use those leftover ingredients in fun new ways.